Hello, everyone, and welcome to another California Psychics live reading. I am your host, Carson, and today we are joined by the wonderful Psychic Teagan. How are you doing today, Teagan?
Hi, Carson. Hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Our first one out the gate, huh?
I know, right? I'm excited for it today.
Me
Uh,
too.
all right,
Fresh new
before,
eyes, right?
huh?
Fresh new eyes on the new year.
I know, I know. We got a bunch of new energy and a bunch of, I guess, new questions that people are ready to get answered with their resolutions and all that sort of good stuff. But
Awesome.
all right, before we get started, I do have some bits of information for the audience that y'all do want to hear. First of all, we do have a promo code going on. If you see this below, you see the code Teagan5. That will get you $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website. Once again, Teagan5. This code can be used and applied for $5 credit for any psychic, not just Teagan. But if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with her, make sure to stick around and to find out Teagan's exact schedule later in the stream. Now, lastly, before we get started, I do want to list off a few ground rules for questions. We will not be able to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this includes treatments, medications, pregnancies, and for legal, this includes court cases, custody battles, and general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you include their name. This does allow Teagan to connect faster and more accurately answer your question. Right before we get started today, Teagan also has a little special surprise for us to ring in the new year. But right after that, we will begin answering questions. Teagan, are you ready?
I am ready. So today, I always like to kind of come on and, whether it's charms or something fun. Today, I actually wanted to start the live. With a beautiful drum. It's a shamanic drum. I actually had the opportunity to go to a workshop over the weekend last year sometime and actually build my own drum. And so it is said that this is the drum itself. Very, very, very soothing. And it is said that when our souls actually incarnated into this world, into this earth, into this human form, it is said that the very first sound that our soul heard was Mother Earth's beating heart. So for all of you that maybe have started out New Year a little bit on just a struggle, maybe it was some heavy energy, even if it wasn't heavy energy, I ask you all just like right now, if you would, just close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths. All we're going to do is we're going to ground ourselves to this live today. And I'm just going to hit this just for a couple minutes and just really let it resonate like a heartbeat, okay? So with this thing, I literally could just play for hours because it helps with stress. It helps just grounding you back down. So I wanted to start with me, obviously grounding all of you. So I hope that you guys like that. It is something that I love to do. If you guys want more of it later on in the stream, let me know. I can bring it up. Or if you just need a little healing bath through that sound, just let Carson know that maybe you want that little extra just release. But I'm ready. I'm excited.
I know, me too. Teagan also is really good at, giving those like sound baths and those very soothing sounds that kind of make sure to kind of, I don't know, just relax you and refocus you. So we'll go ahead and bring that drum back up a couple of times throughout the stream, not for too long to waste y'all's time, but we will have it a couple of times just to kind of remember to recenter, rebalance, and remember that the new year is going to be something that we'll be able to tackle, all of us. All
I
right.
love that, Carson. And it's kind of like a control alt delete. I want you to think of it like when you have to like defrag your computer or anything like that, that sound, that vibration is all about the root chakra and it's all about grounding you down. So that's a great sound to hear before you ask a psychic a question because you're grounded. You know exactly what it is that you want to ask. So it really opens up and it's just a beautiful sound. So I'm glad that we had a chance to do it today.
Me too. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. We do have a lot of questions already coming in.
Awesome.
We do have one from a Vanessa who is asking, "Hi, Teagan. What do you see within the next 3 months with me and Seth? I am a Leo and he is a Virgo," if that helps.
All right. All right. So just go ahead and close your eyes. Take those deep breaths for me, Vanessa. Focus that exhale on Seth, okay? Give me just 1 second. Okay. So one of the things that I really feel for you moving forward with this partner, Seth, I feel like you guys are really going to be focused on working towards deeper communication, deeper. It just feels more solid. I feel like both of your heads are in the game right now. Okay, I feel like you might have went through a little bit of maybe a little bit of a rocky road, but who doesn't, right? This happens to all of us. Life happens. When I look at the two of your energy, I feel that you guys have gotten through something that maybe was a bit of a hill for you to climb. I actually see both of you having blinders on, which when my spirit guides give me this kind of visualization, it's usually because it means you're focused. So I guess what I want to say is what I'm feeling over the next 3 months is the two of you are going to continue to put that one foot in front of the other, but you also you're focused on the prize with one another. Okay. I feel like there's been some emotions that needed some calming down, some settling. And now that things have settled, Vanessa, for me going into maybe even mid-March, end of March, you are just going to see this relationship continue to focus, go nice and slow. And I really feel the two of you are reading the same book and you're on the same page. Okay. So things are they may not come out of the gate 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, Vanessa, but I feel like there has been a major shift for the two of you. And I just see you both working very hard at redesigning your heart space with one another. Okay. And that could mean maybe there was somebody that wasn't the best communicator. Now they're focused on communicating. So I really do feel that there's some bright energy moving forward. But of course, you have to do the work too, right? Like, I can't come on and say, hey, things are going to be great without that work. Both of you are going to work towards something really fantastic. Trust your intuition. I don't know why I keep seeing like the high priestess in my mind right now. So one of you could absolutely be very intuitive, or maybe they're just saying that you are feeling each other's energy, but you're in the vibe. The next 3 months are going to be slow and steady, but they're going to be very steady.
All right. Our next one is from Mary Ann, who is asking, I met Rob last July. Could he be a potential long-term friend and romantic partner? What can you pick up from this relationship? Thank you so much, by the way.
Awesome. Thanks, Marianne. Go ahead and just focus that exhale on Rob, just in your mind. Give me permission to connect with your energy, okay? Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, so the first thing that I feel, first of all, I feel like Rob is very, very intelligent. There's a lot of intellectual stimulation. I'm also seeing like you guys maybe are juggling a little bit. So maybe this is him juggling some things. I also feel like maybe this is a connection that you made through work, or this is somebody that maybe you knew through work, or he's just got a lot of work energy going on right now. I feel that right now he is really in his headspace, just super focused on just doing him right now. So he may not be ready for a romantic partner right now, okay? I do feel that you guys are going to start opening up and communicating a lot more. For me, it's not until after March or April where there is opportunity for some kind of romantic. I feel it will be friends first, and then it would turn into something more romantic. But right now, he just doesn't feel like his head is in the game. He's got other things on his mind right now. So I do feel like you can hear from him every once in a while. He may reach out and just say a quick hi. But as far as really like pursuing something, it's not going to be until springtime, because I feel like he is just, okay, so in my mind, I see all these different like paths, like that he has, that he's walking, whether it's, his personal path spiritually, his career path. He's got a lot of things that are kind of flowing into one another. So it's a timing thing for me, for the two of you. Friendship first and then potential after that. So right around April, he's a great businessman. I don't know if you guys have talked business or you like to pick his brain, but I feel like right now he is all up in here in general, not just with you, but in general. He's just ready to just be doing his thing. And when springtime starts to come out, he'll start to unzip that heart space a little bit. The mind won't be so focused. It will be focused on the two together. So I feel there's an opportunity. It will, definitely the friendship will blossom. And I do feel you guys will have a chance to get to know each other a little deeper.
All right. Our next one is going to be we have one from Brittany, who is asking, do you see my dad at peace? Is there anything that he wants me to know? His name is Bruce.
All right. All right, sweetie, give me 1 second. Spirit, please give me clarity, please, for Bruce. Okay. So to answer your question around your father's soul, his spirit, as soon as I closed my eyes and really asked him to come join me to have a conversation with you, I instantly felt like somebody was like hugging me or holding me. I don't know if your dad used to come up behind you and just put his arms around you and kiss you on the back of your head, but that's literally how I felt. Your dad soul, just before he passed, Brittany, I want you to imagine right now, I want you to close your eyes right now. I want you to imagine you just shook up a bottle of champagne. And we all know that champagne's bubbly, okay? When you shake up that champagne and then you open it, that cork shoots, fly up fast, quick, hard, right? Really fast. Whatever took place when your dad passed, his soul popped up and out very quickly. I do not feel like there was any lingering around. I feel like he made the transition very quickly. So I do feel like he is at peace. I'm actually seeing animals around him. I don't know if you had a dog when you were young, a family dog. I feel like he's got animals at his feet. You may say, Teagan, he wasn't an animal person here in this as a human. I'm telling you, he is like, I don't know. He's saying something. Sorry, I'm just hearing some things here. So I don't mean to cut myself off, but I do. I feel like there might have been some battling within the family. He's asking, or he's happy that things have settled down, or that it's almost like he's saying, please, everybody get along. Like, let's put past in the past here is what I feel. I also feel like your father, I feel like he has been trying to communicate with you. I get the sense, okay, first of all, he wants you to know that he's very proud of you. But I don't know if there was some sibling things that took place after your dad passed, but he is just saying, please, can everyone just get along? He is very, very, very much at peace. And I do feel like he comes to you quite often. Are you getting woke up, Brittany, between the hours of like 1:30 and 4:30 in the morning since your dad passed? And I also feel like there is something that you guys were supposed to be celebrating here. Maybe this was a family birthday. This could have even been an anniversary of his passing or his birthday coming up. It's like, I feel like he's celebrating the family or celebrating you. He's proud of you. He's proud of you. And he's over your shoulder. He's over your shoulder looking down.
All right.
Dog that passed shortly before he did. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Thank you for the confirmation bumps on that. Go ahead.
Or I was going to say, yeah, we had a couple of confirmations from her as well. And then additionally, birthday on the 26th.
Good. Awesome. So, Brittany, I literally just have goosebumps all over my body right now. It's like your dad is so happy to know that you know he is okay. He knows that you've been through a lot since his passing. And on that birthday, that 26th of January, put a little cupcake out for him. Sit down and talk to him as if he's right there. I'm telling you, it's going to hit us. It's going to hit a string in your heart space, and you're going to feel him. You're going to feel his presence. So he loves you and he's proud of you. Don't stop doing what you're doing. And thank you for holding the family together is what he's saying. Is there a Butch? Who's Butch? Do you know who Butch is? Who's Butch? Keep hearing Butch. I don't know why. Like, I don't know if maybe that was a nickname, that was a brother name, that was a friend. I almost feel like I just keep hearing Butch. Like Butch is a person, not an animal. So I don't know if this is somebody, a friend or a grandfather. I feel like he's telling me he's with somebody. So family members. Nothing? Okay. I wonder what that is. Okay. Maybe it'll circle back around, but enjoy him on his day. He will be there with you, sweetie. And he is trying to come in through your dreams. You're just not remembering them right now. But he's definitely there.
We do see somebody from Sherry. Sherry, if you do want to ask your question, I will try to get to that one. It was the first one, but what is it? Butch was the father's nickname. Okay, we do have a lot of questions coming in, by the way, and we've been giving some great answers, by the way. So if you are chosen today, then, and there's no system to this, but if you are chosen today, you're in for a good reading. I can already tell you. Teagan's on fire today. So, but I do want to say now that we're about, 15 minutes in, I do want to remind everybody that if you are enjoying the stream, go ahead and like and subscribe, and don't forget to share as well. And additionally, we do have our promo code going on. If you use the code Teagan5, you will receive $5 off any new customer package for a one-on-one reading that can be applied through our website, Teagan5. This code can be used and applied for any psychic, but Teagan, why don't you go ahead and shout out your schedule for any of those who are interested in getting one-on-one reading or a more expanded reading if they've already had their question answered today with you.
Awesome. So 10 to 3, Tuesday through Friday, and that is Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so 10 to 3, Tuesday through Friday, Mountain Standard. And yes, and if for some reason my queue gets filled up or you don't want to wait, feel free to send me a direct message. I can answer those too, as long as you just put those intentions in that question. We can definitely connect.
Same with booking an appointment too. And once again, if you just want to go ahead to www.californiapsychics.com, go ahead and search up Psychic Teagan. You'll pull up her profile. All that information she just said will be right there, as well as the ability to book an appointment. And so, yeah. Also, real quick before additional notes for questions, if you are wanting to have, or unfortunately, we will not be able to answer any more general questions during the live reading. It's a bit harder to do with the one-off questions, but we will be able to do that more so with the tarot portion at the end if you are interested in that. And then lastly, if you are asking about anybody, whether they have passed or they are with us for a relationship, make sure you include at least just their first name so that way Teagan can connect. We will not be able to answer anyone's without the first name included. Just letting y'all know. But without any further ado, we can go right back into jumping into some questions. All right. We have one from Joselle. I saw one from her earlier that her son, Joseph, I think had passed. Can you connect Joselle with Joseph?
Joselle with Joseph. Okay. Okay, Joselle, go ahead and close those eyes for me. Take those deep breaths in your mind. Just give me permission to connect with you, okay? Focus that heart space, that exhale on Joseph. Give me 1 second. All right, sweetie. So actually, I have 3 energies that are here. I do have a female, and I feel I have a younger child. And I feel like, I don't know if this is a grandmother or a loved one, but I feel like they're all together. So I feel as if Spirit is telling me is that your child Joseph is amongst his family, the ones that have crossed over, or that he was very well. He was actually greeted when he passed, kind of by like what we would call in this life, in this world right now, a grandmother or a grandfather. This could have also been his spirit guides, but I really feel like they're saying he is with family members right now, and he has been. I feel there was some kind of an accident around your son, or because I don't know. They're making me feel, they're literally holding hands in my mind's eye. This is what I see. And they're going around and around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Like they're playing with him. They have him, like the angels they scooped him up quickly. So I don't know if there was some kind of an accident, because they're making me feel like they're very protective over your son. I do feel that this happened a while ago. I feel like, I don't know why I get your son to be very youthful, very young. So to me, this is maybe even 5 to 7 years old. If they're older, they're coming in very much like that inner child. Okay. Also, I feel like you're dreaming a lot about him, or he's been trying to tell you something. You're getting ready to make some kind of a big decision around something. And he's making me feel like, Mom, just do it. Like now he's like this, like wisdom, like there's wisdom in him. So he is surrounded by 2 other people, my dear. And I do feel that he is very still youthful. He's youthful on the other side. So Carson, did you get any clarification as to how he passed or anything? Because I feel like it was an accident or it was very young. I don't know why I see
I have not followed or seen any follow-ups. I don't think, no.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay. I'm seeing just a lot of water. So I don't know if he was a water sign or if there's, I mean, obviously it was a very an emotional, situation for you. But I feel like he's very much at peace. I feel like he's very playful in your home. I want you to imagine like when you're asleep and if all of a sudden you wake up and you hear something, like I literally feel like he walks up and down like a hallway close to your door, close to your bedroom. And you may even hear some of those noises. It's like he's playing. He's coming in and wanting to play. Um, so that's what I'm getting with him. Very, I can't hear him. I don't feel like he like speaks to me. I feel like he is just present and they're saying, tell mom I'm good. This is what my guides make me feel. Tell mom I'm good and tell mom I'm with what makes me feel like a grandma and grandpa energy.
All right. I did see this one earlier. I always like answering Rob, just because I've seen him before, and who can't argue with it. Rob Lemons is a great name, but
It sure is.
he asks, "Will I be leaving teaching this year? And if so, where will I end up? If you have any answers, thank you."
Okay. Okay, Rob. So I do feel that you are going to be leaving. I'm seeing the number 4. Okay, the number 4 in my mind, and I'm also seeing things kind of. I still feel education though. Like you may leave the teaching as you know it right now, because what I feel is like you're either mentoring people or you're being mentored. This next phase for you, first of all, I feel like your mind craves information, Rob. Like the more information you can't get enough of it. I would call you a Taurus right now because that's how spirit is making me feel. Like you just love the mind information and as much education as you can. I feel like you're going to go into corporate. I feel like you may be leaving teaching. You may even go and still be like a teacher of some kind. It may not be the teacher that you are right now, but I see that you're very, very good with people. You're good with explaining things. So you may even be in finance. You may even get in with a company around finance or money, working with people around their money. Because I'm seeing the 4 of Pentacles in my mind, which says to me that it's very stable. And even though it moves slow, it's got a good solid foundation. There's opportunity for you to level up. You're not doing a lateral move when you leave. When you leave teaching, which I feel is going to happen in April of 2023, and you will have something to go right into, but you're still gonna. You're a very gregarious person. You're very comfortable, and so I feel like you find something that could be in corporate where maybe you're selling a product, but yet you're also doing not R&D, what's it called? Where research and development, and you're teaching people like how to do things. Because I still feel you are a master teacher. You're just going to level up with it. It's just going to be in a different realm, if you will, a different arena.
All right. Our next one is from a Mona from YouTube. Teagan, I've always had a hard time making friends that are loyal and trustworthy. I want to know how to make new long-lasting friends. When will I make friends? And will 2023 be without friendship? Sorry, there's a little bit of a jumble.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hard time
Okay.
making. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, girl, sometimes it is hard to make friends because we're all kind of in our own little bubble, kind of doing our own little thing. And when I actually like look at your name on here, Mona 23, I feel like you are such a sensitive, empathic, and I don't mean that like to knock you over the head. Like I love when people are sensitive about things. You have such a big heart and that you give so much to people, and I feel like sometimes you lose who you are inside of those friendships. I do see the number 2, so I'm going to tell you that probably by mid February, for starters, because I do feel like you're going to have anywhere from 2 to 3 new friends this year. Okay, that are going to be quality friends. as opposed to quantity. We don't, it's kind of like, when we're on this social media stuff, everyone's looking to get, all these numbers, but you are actually finding your tribe this year, sweetie. Okay. First of all, I feel as if you might have even gone into a little bit of the dark night of the soul, which is when we look at our world, we look at ourselves, we go inward, we do shadow work, and you have looked at yourself and you have said, this is what I want in my life. This is who I want to be. The universe is going to be on your side, Mona, to actually bring these kinds of people in. Girl, I'm going to give you some homework. I know you're like, T, you're not allowed to do this. This is a free reading for me. You're not allowed to give me homework. I want you to start telling the universe every day, I am attracted to and am drawing the most fabulous, loyal, dedicated, long-lasting friends into my life. I invite my tribe. Something like that, okay? And I want you to every day say it. Say it in your car, say it in the shower, say it whatever with your coffee every single day. Because, my dear, I feel like you are one of those people where, what's the saying? Give me a second. It's right here on the tip of my tongue. It is, don't mistake my kindness for weakness, okay? You are very kind. And it's important for you to put some boundaries up around these people. They come in, they just kind of exhaust you, like literally exhaust you. And then when you need somebody, nobody's there. So Spirit is telling me first new friend in February. I also feel like you're going to get involved with some kind of, I don't know if this is like a yoga. I don't know if this is some kind of a Reiki class, but some kind of hobby. I feel like you're going to go and you're going to start meeting people, and you are going to meet the right people that are coming in, share the same ethics as you do as friends. And I keep hearing my spirit guide say, tell her to put up boundaries, tell her to put up boundaries. And I feel like number one, most importantly, put up boundaries and manifest. You are going to have at least anywhere from 2 to 3 very solid people in 2023. And you're actually going to feel like, wow, I don't have to be anybody other than who I am, and they are going to enjoy me. So girl, work through this. You got this. Don't worry about anybody else around. Trust that the divine's going to bring you the right people. Because remember, there's no coincidences. People come into our lives as gifts. They come in as lovers. They come in as partners. They come in as best friends. Just embrace it and claim it. I want you to claim it, because I feel like you're coming out of a funk. And I feel like new friends are exactly what you need. So for me, this is the year for you to plant those seeds and water your garden. Don't wait for anybody to come in and water your flowers. You're going to water them yourself. And if focus on you, the more you focus on you, the more light is drawn to you and people want you. But sometimes they want to dim your light too. So put those boundaries up, recognize when they're trying to dim your light and when it's really some true. I really do feel like you're going to be very, very happy friendship-wise this year. And you are going to be very protective of the people that you let into your space.
All right. Our next question is from Krista. But before we go ahead and get started with that question, I do want to remind everyone to like and subscribe. And if you are enjoying the stream, once again, make sure you're sharing as well. Additionally, I want to remind everybody of the promo code we have going on. It is Teagan5. With this promo code, you get $5 off any new customer package that can be applied through our website, CaliforniaPsychics.com. Once again, Teagan5. This code can be applied and used for any psychic, but Teagan, once again, why don't you go ahead and shout out your upcoming schedule?
Sure. It's 10 to 3, Tuesday through Friday, Mountain Standard.
Awesome. And if you missed any of that, or if you are just a little bit of forgetful like I am, go ahead and type in CaliforniaPsychics.com. Make sure you type in Psychic Teagan, and you will find all that info right there, along with the ability to book an appointment just in case you're not wanting to wait in the queue. And yeah, we can go ahead and answer into our questions. We have one from Krista, and also one last thing, we will be switching over to Tarot in here about 10, 15-ish minutes. We want to get a little bit, or start off with Tarot a little bit earlier today so we can knock through a bunch of questions, because I do see there are a lot today. So we want to answer as many as we can within our hour. All right. So Krista, can you connect with my daughter, Samantha Teagan?
Okay. Okay. So the energy that I am feeling around Samantha, I'm not sure if she struggled with thoughts when she was here, her own thoughts. because she's making me feel like her mind was a prison of some kind. Like her mind, her mind really got the best at her at times. What I feel when I connect with her is almost like she's saying, Mom, my mind is finally calm. So I don't know if she struggled with anything like that before she passed. But this could also just be, okay, give me 1 second here, because now they're showing me. Okay, it's like you're feeling guilty. You're feeling guilty around something with your daughter, or your daughter is making me feel like that this guilt, she's like, release it, let it go. I don't know why she keeps showing me a monkey. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is a stuffed animal that she had, or she's just trying, because she showed me the monkey on her back. So she's saying something about there was a monkey on her back. Maybe she was struggling with, depression or something like that. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trying to diagnose. I'm just talking energetically how she was coming in. And what I feel is like she's showing me these beautiful hills. And it's like I don't know if you've ever seen The Sound of Music. I'm probably dating myself there. But you remember when she's on the very top of the mountain and she's like twirling around singing "The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music." I feel like she is very connected to earth. I feel like she feels freed some way, somehow, even though she's like, whatever ailed her here obviously is no longer ailing her there. Like, it's like she's making me feel like this big, gorilla got off my chest. But she's also making me feel like there's some kind of monkey you have on your back. Your guilt, you're still struggling, or you're processing something over and over and over again in your head. And she's saying, Mom, it's okay, stop. I'm okay. Get off that Ferris wheel. Like, she just seems very, very, very much alive, very much at peace within herself. I also feel like there is a bird. I feel like she's been trying to get a hold, like kind of come in and say hi to you. I don't know if these were butterflies, anything with wings. Your daughter loves to fly on the other side. So I feel you're looking out your kitchen window. Could be a tree back there or something like that. But I feel like there's a bird. I don't know if this is a robin or something that just kind of comes in and just sits there and just sings or just hangs out. If you start to notice, Krista, if you start to pay attention, you'll notice that there's a lot of winged things around you. This is her coming in, wanting to love you and give you whatever she can in that direction. But she is absolutely at peace, sweetie. There's something about, I think she really wants me to tell you, let go of the monkey, get the monkey off your back. Don't beat yourself up over something. You did everything that you could for me, is how she's making me feel. So hopefully that resonates some way for you.
All right. Great answer, by the way, Teagan. Our next one is from Dale, who is asking, will I meet a love companion soon?
And it's Dale. Okay, awesome. All right. All right, Dale, give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay, Dale. So what Spirit's showing me is that the first couple of months of 2023, you may feel like, where'd everybody go? Everything's dried up. How am I ever going to meet anybody right now? I don't see things really start to shift into gear for you around like the romantic opportunities. I'm seeing the M. I'm seeing an M. So I would say the soonest would be March. The latest would be May. But it is coming in for you. This person comes across very earthy to me. They could be a Virgo, a Taurus, a Capricorn. I feel that their business mind is very solid. They may even own their own business. Or you will meet through work, okay, is how Spirit is showing me. This is how I'm trying to like discern what this is. But I really do feel that by May, you have had somebody come in that's very substantial and sustainable. They're here to stay. Now, when I say this, I'm not picking on you. So once again, hear this from my heart, because we all have to go inward, right? I want you to keep focusing on you, okay? I feel like, of course, this is not literal. This is figuratively, of course, okay? So this is not a literal statement. You got an itty bitty tiny little hole still in your heart, Dale. And I feel like you just have a little bit more of filling up to do of your own cup. And you're probably like, no, Teagan, I have been working on myself. Spirit's telling me there's just a tiny little piece that you need to kind of put to rest. And then I really, really do see things moving forward for you. So I am going to put you in a relationship no later than the end of May of 2023. I do feel that this person, like I said, is very well-rounded, great business person, and they do well for themselves. You don't have to take care of this person. This person is going to be very balanced. It's going to be a beautiful reciprocity. So they're on their way.
All right. One of our last questions before we actually, I do see one from Sherry from a while ago. I did promise her I would answer her question for having the nickname whose her father's nickname was Butch.
Yeah.
She just had almost a side question, or I guess maybe a personal question for with an answer. Why do I wake up between 2 and 3:30 a.m.? Or I guess why in general is that like a hot period of time to wake up, Teagan?
It really is, actually. I would put it at about 1 o'clock in the morning till about 4:30 in the morning. You know, back in the day, they used to call that the witching hour, right? Like it's not, it doesn't have the best connotation to it. But really, it is a time when it is said that our souls are actually quite comfortable because we're in slumber, we're resting, and they don't want to scare us. Spirit doesn't want to scare us, but they come in, they look over us, they connect. Sherry, what I really feel with you as girl, I feel like you were about ready to open up the floodgates here and really tap into some beautiful intuition that's coming your direction. From 2 in the morning to 3:30 in the morning, it's often our angels and our spirit guides really like, hey, like we don't want to wake you up, but this is the best way for us to give you downloads. Okay. They are giving us energetic vibrational downloads. And so your body is feeling it, it's sensing it. I have like literally the hair on my arms is standing up so big for you right now because I feel like spirit's tapping you saying, come on, girl, I gotta teach you some stuff. I'm gonna give you some great information. I want you to trust your own intuition. So I feel like you're being called to talk to those higher loved ones or those spirit guides. And you say, well, Teagan, how do I know who it is? Okay. A lot of people would say this. Well, how do I know if it's my mom? You're going to have a feeling in your gut. You're going to recognize, but know that they're trying to get your attention because they want to work with you. They want to work with you, Sherry.
All right. And then I guess only a few minutes left, or I guess right before our transition period for Tarot. So I'll go ahead and say this is our last question. We do have one from Amit who is asking, this is for my wife, Neha. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Will I get a new job with a good package and a title soon? She is extremely depressed and in bad shape, and I'm hoping this will do good for her.
Okay, so this is the question that you're asking on behalf of her. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I understood the question.
I think it is for Amit. Will he get a new job with a good package? And I guess yeah. If Amit, I do see you in the chats. So yes, he is clarifying that is what it is.
You got it. So as I am reading and feeling your energy, I see the number 8, my friend. And I want you to literally, like, I want you to draw it in the air. I want you to know that there is some kind of, sure.
It is for Neha. He did not for Amit. This is what is it, Neha? Getting a new job with a good package and title soon. Amit just clarified very quickly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Because what I'm seeing is the number 8. So 8s to me are, well, think about it. When you write it in the air, you don't ever have to lift up your finger. It's a continual flow. Okay. 8s to me are about obstacles and change. Now, sometimes people hear the word obstacle and they go, oh no, that means there's tough stuff coming. No. I feel as if she's on the back end of some of those obstacles. There is something popping up for her. Now, I am going to put this out there a little bit. 2nd to 3rd week in February at the soonest, no later than the 3rd week in March, is when I do see a beautiful offer coming. And I do feel like this is going to help get her out of that little bit of that energetic. We all go through it, right? Like it's just, we go through that energy stuff at times. But now Spirit shows me the number 8 and they flip it on its side. Okay. So when you're doing it on the side, what's the symbol? The infinity sign. Okay. So what Spirit, I think, is trying to say to me right now is that there is divine timing getting ready to take place. Come in, and she's going to be receiving some information around some opportunities. This will not be a phone call. This will be an email of some kind, or she is working with a third party or like a business, what's it called? When they go and they kind of find different jobs for you. I can't remember the name, Carson. Gosh darn, it's on the tip of my tongue. So I feel like she's going to be hearing something, and I feel like this is going to give her that spark. It's kind of like what they show me is that little fire, underneath your feet to get you going. Like there's a reason for her to really dive back in with some form of new passion. And I feel like you guys have been through a lot. So, okay, thank you. Executive agencies. Yes, couldn't think of the word. So I feel like this is going to come in her email, my dear. And I feel like this is going to be her wheelhouse. Hence why I keep seeing the number 8. I feel like she's going to love it. It's going to be a nice flow, and it's really going to move things. So it may take a little bit to get there for her to actually get it. But once she does, this is solid. It's like Spirit is saying, we're bringing her a gift. We're bringing her a gift of something that she loves. And also she's going to start to feel really good about herself again. So she's on the tail end of that, my dear. No later than the end of March.
All right. Now we do want to get to you all as many as we can with answers, but this will be the last portion of our just general question reading. We will be switching over to tarot answers just to quickly get out some answers for as many as we possibly can. But Teagan, very quickly, why don't you go ahead and shout out your schedule for anybody who's wanting a more private or one-on-one reading with you, in case they don't like being live and having all their information.
Absolutely. So come hang out with me tomorrow. I'll be online from 10 to 3 Mountain Standard Time, and that will be through the end of the week. So Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 3 Mountain Standard Time. And like I said, if you need a book, you can either book an appointment, send a DM. We can even do chat if you don't want to do phone. So I am open for all of those.
And if you're wondering where you can do all of this, you can go to californiapsychics.com. That's where you do it all. We'll have anything from our pricing information to getting readings with other psychics, but you're going to want to search up Psychic Teagan. You're going to want to find her profile. All that information she just said will be on there, as long as the ability to book an appointment. You can also do text, direct message online, or your phone, or just calling. And yeah, so there are many different options to connect with Teagan. But all right, we do have some time left, and we're going to try and get to you as many as we possibly can within this hour. So with about 20-ish minutes to go, let's go ahead and get going. We do have one from Jess. I saw her question. Can I get a financial and career card, please? Feeling a little stuck in this aspect of my life at the moment. And she loves the drum, by the way.
You know what's crazy? I was just going to pick it up. When she said she's been stuck, I instantly wanted to pick up the drum and hit it. So as soon as I get a card, if you don't mind, Carson, I'd love to give her a couple of little, some of that beautiful sound. All right, my dear, let's find out what is in store for your career around finances. Spirit, can you give me clarity, please, for Jess? All right, so I have the 8 of Cups here, my dear. And when I see this card, it usually tells me that you are not willing to settle for anything less than what you're going to go for. Okay. This card right now, this 8 of Cups, says to me that you may be turning your back and going down a different path. I want you to just take a peek at that card. How beautiful it is. See if I can get it right so that it's not glary. See, this person has all of these cups. Okay. But there is one cup that's missing. And one of the reasons why I like to explain this is because the 8 of Cups says to me that people say, Teagan, you can't leave. You can't leave that situation. You can't walk away and be the 8 of Cups. I really need you to like look at all that you have. So whether it's you or whatever, this says that, you know what, I might be blessed with a lot of things, but I am in pursuit of that next cup that I really want. So for me, I feel like you are going to be leaving, maybe turning your back, moving a different direction around your career, and actually in search of that final cup. Because I feel like you've done many things, Jess. I feel like you've accomplished a lot. And it feels to me like now you're just like, you know what, this used to be something that filled up my cup, but it no longer. So I feel like you're going to have a major career change. I feel like you're going to absolutely, you could absolutely be hopscotch in the train. And what I mean by that is if the train is constantly going, here to here, you may say, I don't want to be on this train anymore. I literally want to go on this next path. So if you're in, medical, you may end up going into, beauty. You never know. Okay. But Spirit is telling me that you are in search of something new, and it actually fills you up. It's beautiful. So money's going to start to pick up for you. Now, when I ask Spirit, like time-wise, I am getting a J. So I feel by June or July, you will be in this role and you'll feel much more secure again, from a financial standpoint. But overall, it looks beautiful for you. It's like, go for it. Like spirit is telling me to tell you, like, you already made up your mind. Go for it. Go in search of this. And I feel like you can manifest it faster if you really do the work. And I do want to hit this drum for you a couple of times because I want you to remember like how grounded you are and how powerful you are of a being to bring this into your life, because you're meant to do something else than what you're doing right now. Okay, sweetie? So just go ahead and close your eyes. I'm going to hit this just a couple of times. I hope that helps.
Hope looking out for that message. Jess wants to reply back as well. Great answer, by the way. And we have one next from Angelica, who's just asking for a spiritual card, please.
Okay. See what comes out for Angelica. What do we got, Spirit? What do we got for Angelica today? I've got the King of Swords. Okay, that King of Swords. When it comes to a spiritual card, it's about all of this information. That King of Swords is brilliant. It's a communication card too. So I feel like spiritually, you may be finding yourself, Angelica, feeling drawn. Maybe you're hearing from your guides. This says to me that you potentially could even have like somebody that is working with you that is like a spiritual guide that just is giving you information. That King of Swords is brilliant, intelligent, smart. So I feel like what this card is saying, that you are receiving all of these downloads. You're like a sponge right now. You can't get enough. But I also feel like you're going to find yourself maybe even being introduced to one of your personal spiritual guide or spirit guides. And I have to ask you, are you doing this kind of work right now, Angelica? Are you like trying to pull in these spirit guides? Because I feel like they're right there. So this is communication coming in, a lot of it.
All right. Our next one is from Tara. Happy New Year. Do you see any romantic commitment coming for me soon? So a love card for that.
All right. Let's see what the deck says here. This guy wants to come out. Ooh, you potentially have a Taurus coming in. I've got the Hierophant right there. So this says to me that not only is something going to come in, it's going to be solid, and you may find yourself living with somebody or engaged by the end of the year. Okay, this is about a higher calling to that heart space. You know, the Hierophant is divine masculine, and he is said to have all the knowledge and all this wonderful information. But when it comes to a love relationship card, this is like stability. I'm ready to level up. So I do feel that you are going to meet someone very, very solid and substantial for you. And this person potentially could be a Taurus, or you could be meeting them in Taurus season, which I believe is the second week of April going into the first week of May, or first 2 weeks of May. So sometime in that April to May timeframe, somebody could be stepping up for you. And it'll be a serious offer. It's not going to be a player energy where they're coming in and out. They may move slow because that Taurus doesn't move quick. They observe. They really want to observe. So you've got someone that's coming, could even be a little older than you, Tara, and really is just ready to like sweep you off your feet and really show you like what a very solid commitment looks like. It's on its way, sweetie. It really is. Trust it.
All right. Our next one, excuse me. We do have one. This is not one that's asking for a card, but I did see this one asking a lot. This is from Deshaun. Can we get a career card for Deshaun's acting career in 2023?
Got it. Let's see what that career looks like. You know what? I want to tell you before the card even comes out, I feel like you're going to be getting some kind of really great information. I don't know if you're being called back for a role or something, because I do feel June, July timeframe. I see you reading a lot. So I don't know if this is your script or what you're doing, but I have to say that before I pull a card. All right, what does Spirit out for me here? Yeah, see, you've got the Queen of Swords here. So this says to me that there is a lot of talk going on right now, maybe about you and your career. This is all like business mind, man. This is like being smart. And so I feel like there could be a woman that's actually getting ready to reach out to you, that is going to be communicating maybe some different ideas or some different roles that you could be trying out for, auditioning for. They keep showing me that J, so technically it could be as soon as July or January, because we are in January month. I am pushing it to June and July, worst case scenario, but you are going to be receiving some great information from someone that is ready to offer you something very stable. Look at that 10 of Pentacles I just got for you around income, career. Somebody's going to come in and take you away and put you right where you want to be on that path moving forward. So I also do feel like this represents not only the queen. So this is the Queen of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. She's bringing in offers with that 10 of Pentacles for you, my dear. So I feel like you're gonna get some hits. You're gonna get some people coming in and wanting you to do some things. I don't know if this is your manager or who she is, but it does feel like she's working on behalf for you, setting things up for you. So by October of this year, I think that you're going to do very, very well financially. I don't think you're going to have to really worry a whole lot about money. It's going to come in and it's going to stay. Let's look at your love life, though. I know you wanted a little card on your love life, too. So let's see if I can do that here for you. Emperor Dishwan, are you a Aries by chance? If not, you don't have to be. It's okay. But sometimes when those court cards come out, those majors come out, it usually means that you're not going to take no for an answer. You're going to first, your career is going to come first. Okay. And you're going to be sitting in that throne and you're going to feel good about you. You're going to feel good about your career. And that's when love is going to come in solidly. So for me, it's not until towards the end of the year that love comes in because that career is going to come first.
All right. So cards for Deshawn. All right. We have one next from Joanne, who's asking a finance card for please for the happy new year. I'm currently stuck or feeling stuck and I'm not going to university at the moment.
All right, Joanne, let's get you a card here. Give me a money card, please, Spirit. What's going on with Joanne? What does she need to hear? All right. Okay, so I got the Page of Pentacles. So this says to me, slow and steady always wins the race. Super important for you right now to go ahead and drop all of those like little seeds. I want you to imagine your thoughts, your affirmations, your mantras, all the things that you are needing to really pull into your power again. Pull this power back in, Joanne. I feel like you could be getting some kind of a new role, or maybe you're going to be learning something new with that Page of Pentacles. That Page of Pentacles is a student, okay? They can't seem to get enough information. So this says to me that there's something coming for you that's new around your career, that you may even find yourself getting some kind of a certification, some kind of licensing around it, but you're learning something new that's offering stability here. So I feel like soonest would be April going into August. I'm seeing the A. So April, August is when things are going to really start to shift for you. You're going to feel unstuck. You're going to just feel like, I don't know. I feel like you may even already be thinking about doing something else already, like in the back of your mind. You may say, I don't want to go back to school. You don't have to go to traditional school. This could be some kind of like when somebody gets a real estate license. But this says to me that you're learning and you're loving what you're learning. So whatever it is that you're going to be going and doing, you're sharpening up the tools in your toolbox so that you can wear many hats in this next role. You do have a really great new year coming up. Try not to let what's going on. I feel like you've got a lot of chaos around you. Maybe not in your space, but I feel like there's a lot of chaos around you. So as soon as you really just stay focused moving forward, I just feel like as soon as you take this new job, you're going to be like, oh, somebody just came down and gave me a great opportunity. And you're just going to feel good about the direction that your life is going. So I'm not worried about money for you. It may take a little bit of time to find that role, okay, up until April. But once you take it, it just feels like it sticks.
All right. Our next one is from Alicia. May I please have a card for the near future? So 2023 general card.
2023 general. What does Miss Alicia need to hear today, Spirit? What does Alicia need to hear? Well, look at this. I get so excited when I see the little cards and then I get to tell this fantastic story. Look at you, girl. This is the Fool card. Okay. And no, that does not mean that you're going to be a fool in 2023. I promise. The Fool is all of, okay. So it is said in the Tarot, if you've ever studied Tarot, and how many of you guys out there actually do study Tarot? Because I know it's gotten really hot the last couple of years, but it is said that the Fool starts the entire story of all 78 cards in the Tarot deck. So when this card shows up, this says to me that you have cleaned some kind of slate. You are getting ready to move forward into 2023 with a brand new coffee table, and you get to decide what you put on that coffee table. This says to me, it is time for you to move, go for it. Don't look back, only focus forward. It's all about taking chances, taking risks, and being spontaneous. So I do feel like that there is a beautiful new beginning coming for you, moving forward, where you're not going to, everything that you do, you're looking forward. You're not doing one of these wondering, oh, did I make the right decision? There's something spunky and spicy coming for you that you're going to really enjoy doing. So it looks beautiful. It feels like a clean slate, new beginnings, and you're going to just go for it. I have the Nine of Cups underneath the deck. I had to take it because it says to me that there's some wish fulfillment coming for you. You've got some options. I mean, I can just keep reading. Like, seriously, you've got some options coming. This new, after some disappointments, but this new beginning for you is you get to be the fool all over again, and not saying you are a fool, but you get to be that energy and experience all these beautiful things, and you're going to feel like a new you. You're going to feel like you've, I don't know, you went in and did like a U-Haul inside, like this whole, like, wow, I feel like a brand new person, because you're going to start something and it's going to be super exciting.
Okay.
It looks great. Looks solid.
All right. Our next one is from a Marianne, another Marianne. A twin flame card, please. Do you see a where and when?
Let's see what the cards say. Spirit Marianne, is she going to be, can you give me a twin flame card for her, please? What's up? Emperor, again. So that Emperor says to me, as far as your twin flame card, where and when, you could be meeting a fire sign. I mean, this is absolutely the Aries. The Emperor is associated with the Aries. Could also just mean that this person is going to be a couple years older than you, very, very protective of you. The Emperor is someone who is a pioneer. They do it all first, and then they sit back and they want to protect their family. So when this person does step into your life, this twin flame energy, first of all, twin flames are hard. They're not easy. But I feel like this person comes in and really just kind of, I know this sounds Pollyanna, very fairy tale-like, but I feel like this person comes in and kind of swoops you on your feet a little bit. When I ask when and where, I see M-A. So again, March, May is what I'm getting. And this person does know what they want. They could be a little controlling at times because they want to protect, okay? But it's something that's not going to be a deal breaker. Like, he may be very protective, and your friends may say, gosh, he's lovely, but sometimes he's controlling. No, he's just very protective. And you'll see the difference when I feel like this person cares a lot about you. So I do feel like you're going to step into a very rooted, very solid, with someone that's very protective of you and cares about what you're doing, where you're going. It's a beautiful energy. It really is. And older than you. So I don't know. It just seems like a wise love that's coming.
All right. Our next one is from, actually, before we get into that, I do want to say we do have only time for about one or two more. So before we go, I want to say, if you thought today's readings were good, you're going to be blown away if you get a one-on-one reading with Psychic Teagan, because she'll be able to actually connect with you, and you won't have to be live, and she won't have to hold anything back. So if you are wanting a one-on-one reading today, go ahead and check it out. CaliforniaPsychics.com. Search up Psychic Teagan. You'll find out all of her information, and you will get all the insight that you need. And if you didn't get it today, that's where you'll get it, because and that's a guarantee. So
thank you, Carson. That was so nice. Thank you.
So if you are wanting to get a reading today, once again, CaliforniaPsychics.com. Search up Psychic Teagan. Unfortunately, we aren't able to answer every question today, but we do have time for a couple more. But just wanted to shout out for those who are interested. We do have one next from Tish. A relationship card, please. We'll only do one just so we can get one more in for somebody else.
All right. Relationship card, please, for Tish Spirit. What's up? Ready, please? Woo. Okay. Let's talk about some coming in hot, girl. Woo. I got this 8 of Wands right here. Okay. These are said to be Cupid's arrows that have been launched from the heavens. And of course, we all know who Cupid is, right? The love struck little guy that wants to shoot those arrows. You've got something coming in, and I got confirmation bumps here. You've got something coming in. You may meet somebody here on the internet as well with that Eight of Wands. But this does say to me a lot of like computer energy. So you could be FaceTiming a lot, maybe, like I said, meeting this person through some kind of a dating website. But this is some divine, beautiful love. So if these are Cupid's arrows, they have been launched, but they have not landed yet. They're still in flight. So this says to me that Spirit is saying around relationship, career, you got some good news coming in, and it's going to be coming in pretty quick. I'm going to put it max 30 days, 45 days, anywhere from 30 to 45 days is what I feel. So communication is on its way. And I didn't specify if it was relationship or career. So I had to ask another card. I've got the Three of Pentacles. So this says to me collaboration. So within the next 30 to 45 days, you'll be hearing something around your career. Relationship may come a little bit later after that. You're also similar to the last person that I read. Career starts really solidly, and then you meet that person moving forward. So by August, September, you look very, very happy. You look very solid, a lot of great communication, and you seem like you have worked really hard for some great opportunities around your career. People are willing to help you. You don't have to do this on your own. And this person is also going to be willing to put effort into the relationship. So it's on its way. Claim it, bring it in. Bring this in. You can do this.
All right. Our next one is from Nancy, who is just asking for a general card for 2023.
Sure. All right, Miss Nancy. What does Nancy need to hear for 2023, Spirit? One card, please, for Nancy. What do we have? The Chariot. All right. So could be moving in 2023. Could be doing some traveling in 2023. But what's really great also in 2023, Nancy, is that if you are feeling that any of your loose ends are not tied up, you're calling in that Chariot. The Chariot is fast moving energy. Here's what it does. It gets on the back of that horse. That's you, Nancy, getting on the back of that horse, grabbing the reins. But you don't have one horse to drive. You have two. So your job in 2023 is to grab the reins and be in control. That's what this card represents. You are driving the horse. The horse is not driving you. Okay, so this says to me some fast moving energy, some great traveling in 2023, and a potential move. And I just feel like you're just going to keep with the momentum moving into 2020 or towards the end of 2023. So fast moving stuff coming your way. It's beautiful.
All right. Now, if you are wanting if you are wanting a one-on-one reading with Psychic Teagan, make sure you go online, californiapsychics.com, search up Psychic Teagan in that little search bar. You'll pull up her whole profile. You'll get a whole one-on-one reading with all the answers you need, because she's able to give you all the insight you need, not just one question like today's live. But Teagan, for any of those who are interested, go ahead and shout out your hours.
All right, 10 to 3, Monday or Tuesday through Friday, Mountain Standard Time.
All right. Now that is about all the time we have for today. And I want to thank you, Teagan, for joining us today. And I want to thank our audience members for y'all joining us today and making this stream possible. Once again, if you are wanting more answers, go ahead and give Teagan a call, californiapsychics.com. Find all that information there. Teagan, you got any last, bits of info?
No, other than I always have so much fun doing these. And honestly, please give me a call. I would love to dive in, be a little bit more personable with you on the phone. I don't like to always, say things out online at times, because it can be private information. But I'm super excited to meet you guys. Come on in. Let's do a reading together. And I'd love to hear just how you are. So thank you for always giving me this opportunity. This is like really a highlight for me. Always the live.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us today. And I want to wish y'all a happy new year. And yeah, till next time.
All yes. Right. Happy New Year, everyone.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.